The CEO of Hertz reaches out to a congresswoman from Puerto Rico, calling the experience of a Puerto Rican visitor trying to pick up his rental car at Armstrong International Airport unacceptable. Humberto Marchand was denied his rental car last month, with the Hertz employee rejecting his Puerto Rican driver's license and demanding a passport, then calling police to escort him out of the office. In the letter to Representative Jennifer Gonzalez-Colon, CEO Stephen Schur says it's Hertz's policy to accept Puerto Rican licenses as a valid ID. Schur admits they didn't get it right and says the company has taken multiple steps to ensure that, quote, our team is better trained on our identification policies. He says that includes rewriting our policy to be even more clear about the status of Puerto Rico and other U.S. territories. He says they're passing the information along to the field teams in writing, verbally, and in person.